I had a feeling that nothing was going to work today because it's the first day of Mercury in retrograde. So, yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Welcome to Mercury in retrograde, where everything's going to effing suck until the March the 20th. When it comes to anything technical, contracts, divorces, buying houses, exes coming back, and what's really the cherry on top of the sundae is the fact that it's Mercury in retrograde in Pisces. So what does that mean? That means you're going to have to deal with your feelings. Like it or not, you're going to have to deal with the exes. You're going to have to say no. You're going to have to face it. You're going to have to deal with the fights you've had with your friends, family members, co-workers. You're going to have to face your feelings. And you're also going to have to face the person you're dealing with feelings. What does that mean? That means if you're not over an ex and they come back in, you're going to have to deal with it. Like it or not. You're going to have to deal with them saying, no, I'm not going to be with you. Or I'll be with you for a week. And then I'm going to get bored and I'm going to go about my business. When we have a Mercury in retrograde in Pisces, Pisces is that lovey, illusional state where we can delude ourselves into thinking just about anything, right? So that's what this Mercury retro is going to be. Now, I knew coming in, I knew this morning, I'm like, I should just go on the computer, man, because what's going to happen is not going to work. Worked last night. I was live last night. I did have one giddy up. What was it yesterday? There was something that went wrong. I can't remember. Like, oh my gosh, I knew that this was coming, right? Here we are. So sometimes what can happen, depending on what planet Mercury's in when it goes into retrograde, depends on what we're going to have to deal with. Pisces is all about your feelings. Again, that's whether you're going to have to get over the fact that it's not going to work out and deal with those feelings. Or whatever. You get what I'm saying? Get what I'm saying? So. That's what's going to be happening. Hi, Jasmine. I am, because let me tell you, I was working out. I was sweating. I just pulled my hair up in a ponytail and slapped some makeup on live, but nobody could hear me. Because happy Mercury in retrograde. Yes? It more than anything, it's frustrating. Usually it's more like traffic and your coworkers getting on your nerves. Your computer won't work. Your phone won't work. Technical difficulties with anything and everything humanly possible, right? This one's, it can be like that, but it's going to be more about you dealing with your feelings, people. Like it or not. Coming to terms with it's not going to work out with that karmic soulmate I've been waiting 5 years for. Because if you really love me, you'd be here now. It's wiping away the delusion and coming to the realization that it's time to move into 2026. Do what's best for you. Because a lot of times when we're waiting for somebody to come back around, an ex, a karmic, or whatever, they're an ex for a reason, right? And what can happen is we get so caught up in that we push out this good possibility coming towards us because we're deluding ourselves about, because trust me, people, when I say if somebody wants to be with you, they're going to be with you. And no excuse is a good enough excuse. So. Lots of feelings to be dealt with from now until March the 20th. And as long as we let them come in and allow ourselves to really examine them and look at them from not just the state of Pisces, but the state of logic and, kind of dissecting our feelings to see what's truly there. It'll help us a lot. But if we can't do that, going to be more stuck than ever. All right. Yeah, that's good, Cynthia. All right, let's see who paid. I can do it on my phone. So much easier on my phone, you guys. For some reason. I know Lauren paid. I think she's the only one. I prefer payment here, if possible. We are going to do one card pull Saturday night. This is the last day of the month. Yeah, Laura paid for 2. I am going to have to cancel the membership because something came up. Happy American Retro Gang. All right. So let's, and then we have Benita and Cynthia. Okay. Let's do this thing. I just want, listen, it's nice to be able to fantasize. We have to be able to determine in our life, this is a nice daydream, but this is reality, right? So let's do it. For Laura, she wants to know general love reading for today. You got it, girl. Yeah. General love reading. Okay, let's use these. For Laura. Now, she paid for 2, so instead of getting one with 8 cards, it's a one with 16 cards, right? For 4 swords. Let's pull from there, shall we? Queen of Swords. I think my camera's sideways. 2 of Pentacles. Temperance. The Emperor. Hallelujah. Learn to distinguish between an emperor and a karmic soulmate. The 6 of Wands. King of Wands. King of Pentacles. I did light them. The 3 of Wands. Strength. My nose itches. The Empress. It almost comes out underneath the Emperor. 7 of Swords. Don't let somebody who's not worthy of you steal you away, because they just abandoned in the end. This is literally the running theme of this year. Knight of Wands. 6 of Cups. No good, dirty bastard. Okay? No good, dirty bastard. Okay? This is the past. This is the future. It just... the fact that you have you needing to rest as the crowning card, Laura, that's lovely. It's all about, listen, take a rest, contemplate, recuperate before you make a big decision that's coming up for you. The Queen of Swords is you, Gemini, making judgment between the 2 of Pentacles. I keep telling y'all, from now until the end of April, everybody's life's going to change. You're supposed to move on with an Emperor into victory. Okay? Okay? We got almost all the fire. We do have all the fire signs. We have Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, the King of Wands. It's a big running theme. So somebody definitely has major fire energy. They don't have to be a sun. People, I'll tell you what, everything is not about your sun sign. It's really, honest to God, not. You got to go find everything else. To me, I think your rising sign's more important. 2nd to the sun, 3rd to the Venus, and 4th to the moon. But that's just me, okay? We have the King of Pentacles too, so I'm telling you, there's 2, the old and the new. Ooh, I was a poet and I didn't know it. So many times people wait for that person to come along, and then they do, and the ex comes back at the same time. Fucks it all up, okay? Just saying. the Empress is supposed to find somebody she feels a bond and comfortable with. When you're in a relationship that you're sick to your stomach all the time because you don't know if you're going to hear from them again or not, that's not the right relationship. Because they're a betrayer. Because they will abandon. They charge in for lust. Lust. From the past to make an offer when this is the one that's meant for you. I'm telling you, anybody that's in the process of finding love, this is all of your readings right now. And it's going to be worse this time because it's retrograde in Pisces, okay? When in doubt, take a step back, Laura, and just rest and think about it, okay? I had this really good friend, and her name was Paula, okay? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. And when we had, God bless her, she's not here with us anymore. She was a very dear friend. And she was the girl I would call if I got my heart broken. Because she'd go, we're going to go out and have fun and forget about it. And let me tell you the stories I could tell. Because there are moments that you have to be able to walk away, because when somebody puts you in their crossfires, two people, Laura, trying to force you to make a decision, nobody on God's green earth will ever force me to make a decision. I'll make a decision when I'm damn good and ready. And you can either wait or you can leave, because if you can leave, then you're not for me anyway. So be very careful. The fact that the last two cards in your reading is a Six of Cups of all thing, which is the only card I hate in the deck of tarot, and a Pledging Love. You get the Emperor and Empress in your deck. You get two different kings in your deck. You get the past card and the Pledging New card. Don't let anybody force your hand. I would love to see somebody to try to force my hand. I would love to see that. Because as an ascended human being, I can see when somebody is trying to manipulate me. One of these is going to try to manipulate me into staying. And the other one is meant to be. That's your reading. That's your reading, Laura. All right, let me write everybody else down. Hold on. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, Benita's next. Then we have Cynthia. She asked for another, so I'm going to bump it up because I don't want to get confused. Jasmine, Queen J, and Tina. Jasmine, Queen J, Tina. Hold on. Let's go back. I'm going to make sure I got it all right. Yep. Okay. Yeah, it'll be time stamped. If you guys are busy, I haven't said this in a long time, but if you ever come on here and you can't stick around, don't worry. After I'm done, I get off here, I go through all of it, and I timestamp everybody's readings, and that timestamp comment is pinned to the very top of underneath. So just come back, click the comment section. The first comment will have, it'll say Tina with your timestamp, and just click that. Take you right to it, my friend, okay? I post that list. Thank you very much, Queen J. Oh, I think you mean you. I think you mean here. I was gonna say I do the timestamp, and I hate it. I hate the. You know how long the timestamping takes? I do it. The moderators used to do it for me, but it takes so long, and I can kind of ferret it out faster. I don't like to torture my moderators like I used to, because it's really tough to go through everything, but I can usually get through it. If I don't get distracted by going to the bathroom or letting the dog out and totally forget to do it, I can usually have a time stamped within 15 minutes. But my first priority when I get off here is go to the bathroom. So, Benita, you are next. May I have a general read? You betcha. So we did Laura, and now we're doing Benita. But, you know, these lives take a while. Sometimes they're an hour long. Sometimes they're 2 hours long. And I realize that people... Let me put my evil eye back on, so I can whip through it quickly and get it put up. I try anyway. So for Benita, may I have a general read? Yes. Oh, what is it with that? You know what this is? This is a fire year, people. Okay? It's a fire year, right? And the fact that we're getting the King of Wands so much really says for a lot of people that a very strong character is coming into play for you. The Hierophant, which I love. I'd love to find a strong character. Three of Wands. Just most aren't strong enough for me. Sagittarius or Temperance. Okay. Oh my God. So I don't know if y'all realize how much I love the Five of Swords in reverse. Somebody selfless is coming. And you need to be open to change. You need to let go of any past resentments so you can move on to happily ever after. 10 of Cups. Ah, you got the 10 of Pentacles too. And the 3 of Pentacles. Oh, girl. You know, I think for me, the most frustrating thing... Yeah. I think the most frustrating thing for me always, and I find it particularly frustrating this year, is people understanding what I'm saying and really opening their mind to letting something beautiful come in. Not letting the echoes of the past dominate your future. This is a good spread, Benita. It talks about somebody strong, somebody committed that you've been waiting for coming in. Somebody selfless. Selfless in a world full of selfish people. Coming in. Look at this. In your future, you get the 5 of Swords reversed, the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles. These are the 2 best 10s you can get. Happily ever after and everything you need, and a true partnership at the end. Look at that. I just feel like everybody, so many people are on the precipice. Michael's sleeping on the other side of this wall, and I forgot because I get all excited. So many people are on the precipice, on the very tippy. Do I have anything I can literally show you what I mean? I don't have any little people here. I need tiny little people. Let's say this little blue crystal's you. Okay. Here's the world. Here's your life, okay? So many people are right here. Okay? And all they gotta do is see the futures out there, right? And just tip over into it. That's all. That's all. Okay? Don't let the past, people, places, things, whatever, literally come back and rope you into it and yank you back out when you're almost there. You're like, you're right there. But what happens a lot of times, blue's your favorite color. What happens a lot of times, this is like the world to me, okay? It's a teddy bear, okay? But the world, so many times, I've witnessed it so many times where people are right there and like, oh my God. You know, and I'm like, that's going to happen. And then some MFer throws that lasso and jerks you back. Don't let that happen, man. This is a good read. I better close the door. I'm sure I've woken Michael at this point. Hold on. Okay. So, there's so many people going through this year. So many So many. And it's not just about love. It's about starting a whole new life. Do you know how many times I've started a new life? I can't remember. Yeah, at least 15 times. Never let anybody keep me ever from starting a whole new life, starting a whole new cycle, starting a whole new love. You know, and I know that people will feel as if the world's against them this year because it's the fire horse, but consider it burning stuff out of your way. It looks good. Looks good. Yeah. You know, it's like me watching a TV show when I do readings, okay? I'm like, oh my God, it's right there. And it'll say, oh, this is going to get in the way, or this is going to happen, or that's going to happen. Okay, and I have to tell you it's going to happen, but I'm also cheering you on at the same time, and so is the universe, because these are the cards the universe sent me to tell you that everything is going to get great. You just got to make sure and get past these obstacles. Obstacles can be a bad job, a bad friend, a bad coworker, a broken car, finding a new place to live, finding a new job. It can be so many things. And like I've told people time and again on this channel, you're going to have to put my ass down to keep me from moving forward. Yeah. And I've told people that my whole life. My daughter has said, how did you do all this over and over? Well, for a long time, rage fueled me. It did. I used it. I used it in my favor to push me forward where I needed to go. But now it's just faith. It's just faith, my friend. Girl, I've been single for 15 years. And now I consider it single. I've dated plenty, okay? But I still consider, unless there's a ring on this finger, I'm single, okay? And I get it. I totally get it. Are you doing anything different, or are you doing the same thing over and over again? What's that old saying? The definition of his insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome. Okay? Listen. I could get on the internet right now and have 4 dates by tonight if I wanted to. And I have, and I do on occasion. That's your reading. Gotta put yourself out there. Gotta put yourself out there. So don't think that all the times I've told you guys to get out there that I don't walk the walk, that I don't practice what I preach, because I do. Just saying. That's your reading. Up next is Cynthia. Oh, hey, Greg. Let me write down Greg. Don't forget, we're going to be live Saturday night at 6 o'clock Chicago time, okay? Yeah, I'll be the last live of this month for the Miicro, or the one card polls, okay? All right, just do it, man. I make myself uncomfortable all the time. It's really funny because people always say you never look uncomfortable. I'm like, because I'm not. If I feel I want a little thrill, I'll get on the internet dating. I'll go out on a date or two. It'll either make me laugh or convince me I need to wait again for a while, but I do it. I sure do. All right, Cynthia, first question. Just do it in a public place. Be safe. Tell your friends where you're going. And listen, I'm real sly, okay? I'm either in a public place or whatever. If for some reason they get out of the car and I see them get out of the car, I take a snapshot of their license plate and send it to my cop son-in-law. Girls got to be careful. So does guy nowadays, y'all. All right. So so if I disappear, they know whose car I'm in. But you're going to have to take me down because trust me, I'm having stuff on me that will keep you from being able to take me. But I digress. For Cynthia, what will be the result of Papa Ale with DCF? I'm going to tell you, Cynthia, I'll do it again, but the more you ask the same questions, things will start to get muddled and muddled and muddled. Because every time you ask, the universe can look at it in a different way. Or, you know what I mean? So I'm just FYI. Okay, Two of Swords is a crossing card. That's like, well, a decision has to. Right now, it's blind. They haven't decided. That was weird. Okay, remember how I said I'm psychic? You guys know that, right? Yeah. So sometimes I just see things in my head, and sometimes I literally see it around me. And when I look at this Two of Swords, this sword here started clicking like a second hand on the clock. Tick, 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 tick. So the decision is coming soon. Ace of Swords. Six of Pentacles. Ooh, all right, all right. This one, Two of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Seven of Swords. Ooh, the Magician. Wow. So the question was, what will be the result of Papa L? Again, it feels like it always does. The fact that two, I'm telling you, that it's like that swords are going click, 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 click. I feel like they're hung for a while. Then they make a decision. It's fairer than anybody thinks it should be. And they move forward in it. They hold him for a while. There's a working out of letting him go. Somehow he cheats the system, the Seven of Swords. And it works in his favor. Again, it makes me want to say, who's doing work for him? It's going to be a process. There's not going to be a straight you win, you lose. Not with everything I pull for him. It's not going to be that way. It's going to be a process. We're thinking about it. We don't know what we want to do, but click, 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 click. The time is clicking, okay? The sword says there's a decision, but it's fairer than what we think because of the Six of Pentacles. It's generous, and people won't understand why it's so generous. And then they start planning how long he's going to be here and how long he's going to be there and how soon he's going to get out. They'll hold him for a while, but the Page of Swords says there's communication probably between the lawyers, and somehow he cheats the system. Why? Because of this bad boy right here. So I don't know who's working on his side, praying, casting spells or whatever, but it's working. Okay. He has 3 cases, one with immigration, with police, and DCF. Yeah, but I know we've talked about these before. I can remember it, and I don't remember anything. When I can remember something, that's mean I've done it a few times, right? But yeah, but I remember the DCFS. You asked me about that too. I do remember that, and I don't remember anything. I suck at it, but when it's been asked enough, it plants in my head. I guess you were supposed to ask it, because otherwise the hands on the Two of Swords wouldn't have been ticking. You get what I'm saying? I can't tell if it's like ticking like a clock or ticking like a boom. You know what I mean? No, the love of my life isn't here anymore. Unfortunately. Do I talk about him? Yes, I do. Is he here anymore? No, he's not. I only bring that up when somebody really needs a good example. That's why you didn't hear me talk about it ever for a very long time. So when somebody needs an example about what it's like when you meet your soulmate, I bring that up. For a long time, I didn't, because you're supposed to be able to tell when you meet your soulmate. But a lot of people never understood what I was saying. So in the last 6 months, I've probably brought it up more because of this year of 2026 than I ever have in my life. Okay. But But seeing that those hands click on those Two of Swords, it feels ominous. It doesn't feel good. But when we end with betrayal winning, it kind of says to me that somebody is either praying for him or doing spell work or lighting candles or whatever it is. Because it was about the DCFS. That's what I'm talking about. It's working in some way, shape, or form. Let's hope they don't do it. Oh, well, let's hope they don't do it over, like, is it the 3rd of March AFM? Is that the blood moon? 3/3 at 3:30. It's kind of funky, right? Second question. What is Pisces hiding? No love. What is Pisces hiding? What is Pisces hiding? Pisces is going to have it rough here during this Mercury retrograde because it's in Pisces. This one? Oh, 5 of Swords, Queen of Wands, 2 of Pentacles. Makes you feel like money. 10 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles. It makes you feel like money or a way to retire, or, you know what? It's Pentacles, 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 which is usually wealth. But he's established, like a vision he has in regards to wealth and profit. It looks like he's concentrated on all of that right now, right? Self-sufficiency, keeping all he's culminated. The vision of how he'll retire with his profit and investment. It feels all like that. It feels like he's contemplating and how he's gonna do it with that 4 of Swords and balance it all. Balance it. Because of that 5 of Swords on this side, it makes me feel like there's tension and conflict around it, and he feels defeated around it. I don't know if he's married or not, if that has something to do with it. So whatever all's happening in his life, he's hiding the struggle of how he's going to handle all of that. Does that make sense? I mean, I guess a lot of people are in this day and age, right? It's a lot about money here. You know, I don't know if I'm assuming it's a he, right? I don't know if he's trying to figure out how to keep his wife, family, money, and everything all together. That's what I feel like he's hiding. So that may not be kind of what you're thinking about, but some people that are struggling, they, obviously they feel that they're hiding something. Like everything's getting ready to fall apart. How am I going to keep it all together? How am I going to do it all? That's what it feels like to me. March 3rd, yeah. Yeah, lunar eclipse. So that is on 3/3, March 3rd, and it's at 3:30. So it's a blood moon. So it's going to be extremely powerful. Thank you. Thank you, AFM. That's your reading, Cynthia. Up next is Jasmine. Then Queen J, Tina, and Greg. I need to write Breezy down. Hold on. Breezy. All right. Jasmine, you're next, my friend. Good morning, Benita. How are you? Yeah, so be careful what you're doing on March the 3rd. look into it and do your research if you're doing anything on that day. Kind of scary. Okay. Jasmine, general message, sending everyone love, sending you love too. General message for Jasmine, please. General message for Jasmine. Had the weirdest dreams last night, yeah. The King of Love and Strength. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune. Four of Cups. The Emperor, the Seven of Cups. The Five of Swords. Everybody getting the Five of Swords today. The Four of Swords and the Four of Swords, which totally makes sense. Look, the Tower in reverse. Look at that. General message. Okay, let me say this. Okay, Jasmine. I'll tell you what's interesting is you got two crowning cards being the King of Love and Strength, which is Leo. It's like talking about somebody coming that's very compassionate and generous with a strong bond. Could be a water sign or a Leo. But over here, I don't know if they already exist. Because you get the freaking Wheel of Fortune. Don't miss the Wheel of Fortune and your Emperor. Okay? Okay, Jasmine? When the Wheel of Fortune starts to turn in our favor, we really need to pay attention to it. We really need to look at this person over here. Because a lot of times, you know, with life is so distracting, so chaotic right now. We can be so busy doing everyday life, getting gas, going to the grocery store, picking up the kids, that we can miss it. You don't want to miss this, okay? Because the fact that over here you have the Seven of Swords with the Five of Swords and the Four of Swords, it's no longer a time for wishful thinking. It's a time for doing. Okay. So it's nice again, hanging in there and imagining the happily ever after, but now's a time of action. Okay. It's a time of, action. I can't tell you exactly what to do. There's a lot of times I get readings, people say, where should I go and what time and I can't tell you when exactly, where, and whatever. It's just that you have to look towards the future and take a step towards it, right? I love that you get the Tower in the reverse at the end, which is you avoiding disaster. That means the tower is rebuilt. No longer fearing moving into the future. I think you move into the future like the Five of Swords, taking no prisoners. And that's how we should all move in to the future. The fact that the Emperor and everything is already over here, girl, it's like they're already around. You just got to turn and see it, right? You do need to rest, though. We all need to rest. If you feel tired, rest. There's one thing about America, y'all. We all think that we're supposed to be jacked up and doing things, 5,000 things a day, or we're not accomplishing anything. This is a time where we should be moving forward, but moving forward into our future peacefully and with rest. Okay, because it's when we go headlong into something, jacked up on a pot of coffee, not slept for 3 days because we're psyching ourselves out when we make bad decisions. right? Oh, you're in a relationship? Oh, I was going to say, man, he's already here. I don't know why this is over here because it's like it's already here. So I don't know if you guys are moving up to another level. There's going to probably be a chaotic time until like the 20th of March. So don't take anything the other says wrong because communication is going to suck balls because we're in Mercury retrograde in Pisces. I feel like getting through until the end of the retrograde is going to build the castle of you two even stronger. This whole side says that was already here. This one just says, listen, fight for it. Don't get confused. Don't miscommunicate. Rest. Give each other a damn break because I feel like you're moving. This is rebuilding. This is getting blown up. This is rebuilding brick by brick, or building it solid, higher, more completed. You know what I mean? It's just, let me tell you, in the chaos that's happening, communication can be deciphered wrong when there was no ill intent, and it can cause a big blow up like nothing can. Don't let that happen. Life has been funny career-wise, and yes, I know I need that rest. The scarcity mindset creeps in. I get it. But we're no good for ourselves or we're partners if we're crabby and tired. And that goes for your partner too. That's your reading. Yeah, that was good. That was very, very good. Queen J, you're next. Yes, yes, yes. Very, very good. Very, very good. Yeah. Good for you. Queen J. Like to see people on track. Queen J. Hey, Teresa. I would like to know what I'm doing wrong. Or should I say what I should be doing to be more successful at my current job. You can word it however you want to see fit. Let's find out. I'm just going to word it in my head. How's that? Sometimes the best way to ask something or manifest it is just to say it in your mind. What are you doing wrong? Oh, well, all these flipped over, so I'm going to read them. Ace of Pentacles, Six of Swords. Man, this is what everybody should be doing right now. Five of Swords, Eight of Cups. Huh. Ow. Justice. Six of Pentacles. Strength. Four of Pentacles on the bottom. And the Hierophant. I don't think you're doing anything wrong. You know, sometimes when we're in a job, we're not doing anything wrong. Everybody else is doing it wrong. Okay? The Ace of Pentacles says that there's a new financial opportunity coming. You may move on from this job. You do have, on this side, you have the Six of Swords and the Eight of Cups, which is sailing away and walking away. And in between those two, you have the Five of Swords, which is after conflict and tension, loss happens, defeat. You may have a regretful but necessary transition into a new job or a new offer, okay? Because you have two. Look, sailing away, walking away, cutting off. And that may be what your justice is. Now, that may not be what you wanted to hear. You may want the universe to tell you how to make it better, and they're like, you're not going to. You're going to go somewhere else probably. Because if you go into the future, you get justice, money given to you, and a much better, stronger relationship with the new company. Now, I will say this. Like I say every time I see something like this, don't ever quit your job until you have another job, okay? We know that's common sense, right? We know that, right? I'll talk to you about it in a minute, Cynthia. You want to know what he was hiding? He's hiding that. It may, I don't know what the situation with you and Pisces is. I don't know if you meant about work or about love or about whatever. You asked what he was hiding, and I'll talk to you about it more in just a second. But I will say this. You do have the Hierophant at the end here, Queen J. Okay. So that's like fun. So think of the Hierophant like the institution, right? Like it can be the institution of marriage, but also you go to work for the institution of justice or finance or nursing, health, government, whatever. Sometimes we're in a place, I know I have been, where they're never going to change. It's going to stay the way it is. But this one says that there's a big offer of money coming in the future for justice. For some reason, I feel like it's moving on. Now, could that be within the company? Maybe, but it feels more so like you find a better job for yourself. It could, because we had the Five of Swords, so it could. This is my advice, or universe's advice. This isn't me. This is source talking. This is what the cards say. Always have your resume out there circulating. So, yeah. And always go with your gut. If your gut tells you that something's wrong, I can't get anywhere here, I'm not getting lack, nobody listens to me, what's that say? It says, well, you're not as important to them, unfortunately, as some other people. And we usually know why the other people are more important. Because they're butt kissers. He's not in, okay. So, yeah, start looking. It doesn't hurt to look, right? And that way you're prepared if it does happen. But the fact that you get justice in the future is a big deal. And also strength, because it's a much stronger relationship in a workplace for you, okay? What is Pisces hiding? Parentheses, no love, in parentheses. So that didn't say work. It just said, what is Pisces hiding, and not in regards to love. So when I pulled the cards, it was all of those money cards. He's hiding either money troubles, or what he's going to do with money, or how he's going to handle money, how he's going to retire if it doesn't work out for him, how it's going to affect him, how it's going to affect his family, how it's going to... It didn't say anything about work. It just said no love. There's a lot more to life than just, and money has to do with work. I don't know if you were trying to ask a specific question, Cynthia, like, is he hiding and having something to do with somebody else at work, or is he up somebody's behind and I don't know. I just read it and the cards came out the way Source wanted the cards to come out. It's all about money. It was pentacle after pentacle after pentacle, okay? So he's hiding, I don't know, something about money. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always say you got to be, and I get it. Maybe you think I thought that meant work, but unless it says work, no. I think the only thing that he's concerned about and worried about right now is money. That's it. I don't know. Maybe he did things wrong. I don't know. Maybe he's afraid he's going to lose his job, and what's he going to do for money? Maybe he thinks he's going to lose his job and he won't be able to retire. But it was pentacle after pentacle after pentacle after pentacle. And if that doesn't have to do with love with pentacles, then it has to do with money. In this day and age, there's a crap ton of people afraid they're going to lose everything that they have. Or we're barely skimming by out here, paycheck to paycheck. And if we lose our job, our way to make money, how are we going to survive? But written all over that reading was money. All of it. Oh, well, there you go. There you go. Yeah, when there's that many freaking pentacles in a reading, You can't see it any other way. And the few that were sprinkled in between the pentacles were bad. You know what I mean? It was like knife. It was like swords. It's like the cutting off, the losing of, and stuff like that. And it sucks right now. So many of us are worried about money and are we going to survive? But if whatever's going on in his life, it's been going on with work, I'm sure that's in the forefront of his mind. You know what I mean? It's enough to make you want to vomit 24 hours a day and not sleep a wink. It really is. Y'all know. I mean, I've struggled my whole life. I'm sure most of you have too, you know. And I don't know if he has family he supports, because sometimes, you know, with all those pentacles, depending on what pentacles come out, and there was one that came out that had in regards to family. So I don't know if he has people that count on him, brother, sister, mother, father, son, daughter, wife. I don't know. And so not only is he struggling with, am I going to be able to retire still and support myself, but what about, you know, whatever. I had kids I had to support. I had, you know, I took care of my mom and stuff like that too. So you're not just thinking about yourself. You're thinking about everybody that counts on you. It's enough to make me vomit just thinking about it. You want to know the truth? It really, really is. I'm really good about putting all that out of my head, because it's like whatever's going to happen is going to happen. Nothing I do is going to change anything. But in times of crisis, when you're already having problems in your life just to begin with job and work or whatever, that just compounds it. Y'all know we're having problems in one part in our life. We can get unbalanced and it can affect all the other parts of our lives. And then we're just a hot damn mess. So I've learned how to not worry about it, or try not to worry about it, right? It's okay. It's okay. But it's definitely freaking money. Because there are pentacles everywhere. I don't mean to laugh, because I feel bad for anybody, or for any of us that ever have to worry about money. It's the way of life, unfortunately. Unless you're rich, and God bless. So, thanks, Cynthia. KLO, you're after Breezy, okay? All right, up next is, thanks, Queen Jade. Tina, you're next, my friend. Let's go up here and get it. Okay. And everybody's just going to be worse from now till, I'm telling, it's not even going to just be till March the 20th. It's going to be till the end of April, okay? For real. For Tina, general reading, please. I will be in and out of the meeting, so I might not be able to listen live. Okay. We timestamp general reading for Tina. Tina, please. General reading for Tina. Ooh, hold on. Let me shuffle better. General reading for Tina. I'm going to take both of the, oh. The first one was this one. That's the 9 of Cups, because it was underneath. And then you get the 4. So everybody needs to rest now, y'all. I'm not kidding. I know I do. I've worked out maybe 4 times in the last week because I'm so damn tired, and I know when to rest. High Priestess. Man. That is Temperance. 7 of Cups. Let's cut the deck because I'm feeling it. Just feeling it. 6 of Swords. And I always do what I feel. Ace of Wands. 2 of Pentacles. A lot of us are juggling right now, and we will be for a while. The Hanged Man underneath the High Priestess. Oh, hallelujah. The Chariot. The Sun. The Page of Swords. The 9 of Swords, the 4 of Cups, the Page of Wands, and Judgment. Yeah, a lot of that going around. There really is. So, 9 of Cups. Now, that's a wish fulfillment card, right? It is a card of comfort, happiness, and satisfaction, right? The fact that you get that before, There's a decision that you're going to have to make probably within the next month in regards to a mystery being unveiled. And if you think you can move on from it or move forward. It's like what you imagined was happening is happening. And again, you're supposed to move on from it to something new. Regretfully, but you have to. I think a lot of us are going to have to learn how to adapt this year, because the things that have been hanging us up. You ever see one of those magicians where they walk up to a table with the china all over it? They grab the tablecloth and they go like this, and they flip the tablecloth off and all the plates are still there? That's how it's going to be. The cloth is all the shit that's been keeping us from moving forward, being ripped away. The world's still the same. But now we have a different perspective, okay? And the ripping away of it is supposed to make you move on in victory and happiness. Move on in happiness. But having that part ripped away can be shocking to the soles of your feet. Shocking, okay? But it's a communication from source that it may feel like a nightmare, but this is your chance. So many people are scared to start new beginnings, and I find that so surprising. You know what I mean? To me, a new beginning is like a fresh new start every time. I feel like Source is telling you there are so much more exciting things to come that you've been judged worthy for. Okay. Don't let the pulling away of things out of your life confuse you enough to slow you down. Don't do that. Okay. Whenever, in life that the blinds have been thrown back or the tablecloth's been ripped off and I've been shocked to the soles of my feet because I can see other people's stuff, but it doesn't work for me. You know that, right? I can't see my own stuff. I have to learn just like everybody else. So there have been a few times I've been shocked to the soles of my feet, but I never let it stop me from moving forward. It's technically, Tina, going to be judgment in your favor. In the moment, you're not going to believe it. But it will be. So if you feel like you're going through a depression or a nightmare stage, even now, don't despair. Things are very shiny coming along, very shiny and new. I think it's just me. I think I'm so Gemini that change has constantly, always, forever been happening in my life. So I'm used to it and happy to see it come. A lot of people aren't like me. And so they're afraid of the change. And they don't know what happiness lays out there. There's nothing more happier than the sun. That's your reading. Greg, you're next. Greg. Surprise me for Greg. Yeah. Let everything be ripped away that needs to be ripped away. That is a blessing. Trust me. Oh, 2 of Wands for Greg. 3 of Wands. 6 of Wands. 9 of Cups. Knight of Swords. 7 of Swords. Always a mother effing betrayer in there. Ooh, but the Wheel of Fortune. Well, Six of Cups. You win this card, Greg. Okay, let me tell you. All right. And the Hierophants. Wow. I love that you have wands. I feel like, oh my gosh, so much new stuff coming for you. 2 different places. I feel like you're progressing into a time in your life where you discover people and places and things that you're really, listen, I'm sure you're a planner and I'm sure you plan the future out. I'm sure that you do. But I feel like there is discovery coming in your life that says, man, this is my future. You get what I'm saying? Again, I keep forgetting, I keep getting expansion in your life. It's like your self-confidence is what's going to bring all this into your life. For some reason, you may think it whacks against you, but it doesn't. It's your self-confidence that brings in the happiness. Could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Could be a Taurus, whatever, okay? Now, the fact that you get that 7 of Swords in between the Knight of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune, there may be somebody around you stealthily, probably from your freaking past, okay, that's trying to come between you and your Wheel of Fortune. Your karma, your turning point that leads to the Hierophant, which is like long-term commitment and also doing very well in work. And I feel like this MFer right here, okay, is always the root of your problems, okay? And again, Mercury in retrograde. I don't know why people just can't leave us the hell alone, okay? If you've left our lives, then stay gone, okay? If you don't want to be here in the first place, then stay wherever the hell you went, okay? Don't come back. Don't come knocking on Greg's door or Father, Greg. Stay wherever the hell you went, because we weren't important enough for you to stay around when you were here. But as soon as the sniff in the air comes around that somebody may be moving on to a happy future, and they're still miserable, that's why the past comes back, y'all. Then they want to come back in and try to jack things up. It won't happen because you get Hierophant at the end, Greg. But again, don't forget, the past only comes back because the grass wasn't greener on the other side, people. That's your reading, Greg. Okay, Cynthia, you're after KLO. KLO paid for another one, so she gets 3. Cynthia. Okay. Up next is Breezy. Oh, man, I dropped my stapler. That was loud. It landed on my jewelry case. That's why it was so loud, y'all. Sorry about that. It's probably really loud in your ear. Breezy, you're next. You ever had like an ex come back and you're like, oh, Lord. You have got to be kidding me. That's how I always feel. For Breezy. For some reason, they always think you're going to say, be so happy. They come back as like, oh my God, are you kidding me, Jesus? Really? That's how I feel. For Breezy. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Breezy. What do I need to improve on that leads me to my one true divine love journey? Hey, that's a good question. What does Breezy need to improve on to lead her to her one true... I'm going to burn every 6 of Cups I own. You're probably going to have to deal with the past. 3 of Wands. because it's Mercury in retrograde. It started today, okay? 9 of Pentacles. 10 of Cups, girl. That's good. The marriage card. The offer. Ace of Pentacles. Ah! Yeah, there's nothing there. This is the only thing that's standing in your way. Now I know what you're saying. I'm sure you're saying to yourself, I'm not hung up on anybody yet still, you know, blah, blah, blah. Well, something's coming. So it's the 6 of freaking Cups. All right. There's somebody going to try to come back towards you in nostalgia or reunion, and you're going to have to deal with it. Again, happy first day of Mercury retrograde. It makes me want to scream and pull my hair out every time it happens. And I know it happens for a reason, right? It always, always does. Okay. I know, girl. We're all tired of it. But either you need to do, you know, have something to happen in order to release it, or that person needs to be released. You know what I mean? Because everything else is good. What you're waiting for, the single lady comes in, you're happily ever after. Your marriage, long-term commitment, your first date, your offer of forever together, and your exciting new adventure. Oh my God, look. The Emperor's underneath that. It's this. Where's my lighter? I'm going to do it. I swear to God. That could be anything. Maybe you just need to hear, I'm sorry I treated you bad. Maybe you just, whatever it is, okay? It's always something, okay? It's all, you know, until we meet the one, it's always something, all right? If I could burn every one of these, I would. But something has to be, it's your crowning card. And then you end, and you ended with, where's it at? This, and I picked it up underneath, it's that. So expect it. Run into them. Run into their sister, their cousin, their brother, their mother. Run into somebody. They call you, they email, they text you. Just say what you need to say. Listen, here's the other thing. When it comes to deal with finally releasing that ex, say whatever it is that you want to say. Okay? Just say it. Because a lot of times we can't release it because we were too nice. And we're like, I'm just not going to say anything. I'm going to be the better person. But then it's held in your soul, right? You're like, damn it, I should have said that. I never said it. Just say it. Who cares what they think? Oh, I knew you always felt that way. Yeah, and guess what? I don't anymore because I just said it. Nice knowing you, or maybe not nice knowing you. Bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Okay? If there's one thing about me, I never didn't say anything. I always said exactly what I felt. I tried to be nice. But when they kept coming back at you time and time again, eventually you just got to say it. Whatever it is. You never treated me well. You never loved me. Did you really sleep with her? Tell the truth. That will snip that cord, my friend. That's the only thing. That's it. And you don't even have to see them. You could bump into their sister and they could say, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be, you know, a huge thing. But sometimes it does. That's your reading. Happy first day of Mercury in retrograde. I'd flip it off if I wouldn't get in trouble. All right. That's your reading, Breezy. I think I just need to go to bed. I'll tell you, I think I've exhausted myself recently. Hippie. Are you supposed to say yippee? You're welcome, my friend. All right. So we have Kayla and Cynthia. Thank you, Breezy. All right, Kayla, good morning. I'd like to know, what are David's current feelings towards me? What What are David's current well, that one right there. Coming at you. Knight of Swords. Five of Swords. Queen of Wands. The Devil. Queen of Pentacles. Two of Swords. Wow, somebody's gurgling out there. The King of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. Wow, somebody's gurgling. What do I mean by that? I mean, somebody's bubbling with thoughts. David is bubbling. He's bubbling. Thinking about coming at you quick or hard. Thinking about cutting through either the tension or the silence or something. Thinking about stating himself to you. The Devil shows up here between the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. So between the passion and the commitment. Between being exuberant and being practical. He's like, okay, here's the Devil, and here's the Angel, okay? Okay, KLO. Oh, let me scroll down so I can see if you're... Okay, so here's the Angel and the Devil, okay? Which way do I go? I lust after you and want you so badly, or do I be practical and not scare her away? Okay, because this bad boy is with this bad boy. He's trying to decide. I think he wants to come at you hot and steady. Believe it or not, because we have this hot and fast is what I meant to say. And then we have this. He's trying to decide what he wants to do. He just wants it to all work out. When in doubt, people, just go for it, okay? Because a girl's going to love if you just come right up to them all in a hustle and a hot, hurried mess telling you want them, then being practical. Hello, okay? If I have you ruffled and scruffled because you're so hot and happy for me and you just don't know how to do it until you're so freaking frustrated you show up my front door, I say, bring it on, okay? Because that's how I want you to show up, all right? You know what I'm saying? Let them see. Let them see. Everybody's so worried about acting cool. How about we show some lust and passion? Just show it. Show it. For the love of God. He's really wrestling with himself. I think he wants to come at you as the King of Wands. You have the King and Queen of Fire. You have the Devil, sex on a stick. You have trying to figure out what to do, trying to cut free and be able to do it, trying to make the offer, trying to come quickly, slowing down. How does he feel? I think he wants you. I think he wants to come at you. I think there wants something to happen, but he's fighting his practical side with his lusty side, for sure. Everybody keeps calling me. Man, I'm popular. My phone is going insane. Second question. Sorry. Sorry. Okay, second question. Will David take any action to repair our relationship? That's what I said. That's why I try not to read the second question. The first question answered it, but let's ask, shall we? Hold on. Will he do it? Will he take the action? Will he? No. But let's see if he talks himself into it. Oh, there's the action. See? That would be a yes. That would be a yes. That would be a yes. I don't know. That would be a yes. Good Lord. That would be the answer's yes. Yes. That's like, here I come. This is what I want. Here, take my offer. Think about it. It's a big offer. I'm returning. This is reunion to the Empress. The answer is yes. It's yes. That was the easy one. Dang. Okay. That's about as easy as it gets. KLO. Okay. Well, you could see it in the first pull. I mean, you really could. But then almost every card in that pull was, here's my offer. So that's a screaming of a yes. Get what I'm saying? And, oh, the last one for KLO. Oh, what does Spirit need me to know about my daughter, Kate? My daughter's name is Kate, too. She's also a Gemini. Thank you. My daughter's name is Kate, too, KLO. Did we talk about this? I'm sure we did. What does Spirit need KLO to know about her daughter, Kate? Well, oh, 2 wands and Judgment. 4 swords. Don't push her. 8 of wands. The sun. The moon. 3 of wands. Nightmare card. The return. Don't push her, whatever you do. I don't know what your sign is. Oh, you're a Gemini too. You're both Gemini. Okay, here's the thing. Whatever you wouldn't want anybody to do to you, don't do to her, right? Here's the thing, KLO. It looks really good because their 2 crowning cards are Judgment and the future. So Judgment is that she moves into the future. Plain and simple. She has absolution. She has a rebirth. She starts planning her future. If you're worried about that at all, don't. Oh, I don't do health issues, y'all. That's my rule. That's between you and God. I don't get involved in that. It's not my place. We do say her first card is a 4 of swords, which is rest. Okay. Make sure she gets a lot of rest. The next thing is the 8 of wands, which is movement forward, swift movement forward. And then she gets the sun, which is the best card in the deck of tarot, which is success. It says it right there on the card. Okay. Now there will be a time, I do believe she'll move into the future. We have Judgment and the 2 of wands. There's going to be times it's going to be iffy. The moon is all about, is it going to work out? Illusion, fear, insecurity. It may be she may have some hard times. So she does get the nightmare card, but she, again, like she moves into the future. And I feel like things will balance out and adapt. I don't do health readings, but there's like some kind of reunion and then balancing out and adapting. Something about time management with her helps her. Okay. I get it. Yeah, I mean, obviously go to all the healthcare workers you need to go to. They are the best judgment. She doesn't need like a transplant or something, does she? You know what I mean? Okay. Because when I get this, it's like it may be somebody that she needs something from her past that balances her out. You know what I mean? That's the last 2 cards. Because the 6 of Cups, it's not just about exes. It's about people that are part of your childhood, right? And something about that coming in balances her out. There are going to be some hard times, okay? But she's looking into the future, Judgment, and you get the best card in the deck of tarot. Just take her where you need to take her. You know what I mean? What's wrong? Can you say it out loud here? Hey, Fortune Castle. You're after Cynthia. Good morning. I'm waiting to see if KLO is going to say anything. I like it because of the way the cards fell out. There will be difficult times, but she moves forward. She needs to rest. She has success. You know what I mean? Okay. All right. Thank you, KLO. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Send out positive energy to your daughter, Kate. Okay? All right. Up next is Cynthia. I have a meeting with management in March. How will it go? Let's clear the deck. How will Cynthia's meeting with management in March go? I'm going to cut the deck. Why? Because I feel like it. Ooh, 3 of Swords, girl. Ah! 3 of Pentacles. 4 of Swords. The Empress. Queen of Wands. 5 of Swords. Oh. Wow, it's going to be iffy there for a bit. The fact that you get the 3 of Swords is heartbreak, right? As a crowning card, some kind of separation. But what's funny, I don't know if it's like a suspension or a probation or something. First I thought, oh, that's it, no more job. But then you get this card, which is, oh, we're gonna work. I don't know if they give you some kind of warning or probation or something, but they're like, we're gonna work together, do this whole teammate thing, give you a resting period, and then you come out as the Empress, which means you look good. This would be the boss, which is watching you. Then over here, the 5 of Swords, like there's some kind of conflict, some kind of tension. They're waiting to see if it's going to continue. I think it works out because then they make an offer, you manifest it, or it's like, oh, let's continue. I think it's going to be like, I feel like 3 of Swords, you can't look at that any way except for the 3 of Swords. So I think what it's going to say is, I don't know, probationary period, or let's just see how it goes. You know, we need this instead of this. We need, you know what I mean? Some kind of condition. If it was a different card except for this, I say, oh, you're out of there. Okay. But it's like, no, it's like, okay, let's try to work this out as a team. Let's just rest and see how it works. And then you come out as the Empress. So I think there'll be some kind of talk about, we got to do it this way. Everybody's got to get along or something. I don't know. Okay. But in the end, you get the Magician in this. It's just like you stay. Oh, look, underneath that's the Ace of Swords. So expect some kind of talk like that. I do think that you end up staying, you know, but 3 of Swords, a crowning card, something's going on. But like I said, you come out as the Empress, which is good. Like they value you for what you do. But I don't know why that, but something like that. Okay. Crazy. That is your reading. And lastly, and then we're done, is Fortune Castle. You can go ahead and put up the red X's. Fortune Cattle. I don't know why I always say Castle, girl. What? You can go ahead and put up the red X's, AFM. What is next with JB and I? His next bust a move. Oh man, you got the 3 of Pentacles. Wanting to be a true partner, wanting to be a team. Oh, moving forward in victory. Look at that. Making the decision to do so. Painful ending. What's that about? Listen, Devil. That makes sense too. Again, I can't tell you how chaotic Mercury retrograde is. What is the deal? Oh, thank God. I'm like, the sun's at the end. It may be bumpy during this Mercury retrograde, but the fact that you get the true partnership card as a crowning card says that he does want to be a team. He does want to be in a collaboration and a couple with you, and he wants to move forward in victory, which is Cancer. the Chariot card. I'm telling y'all, it's going to be, you can go ahead, Tanya. Go ahead. I haven't seen you in a while. I'll answer one for Tanya. Tanya hasn't been here for a long time. Tanya, go ahead. I'm telling you, I have warned everybody since the beginning of this year that from beginning of the year till the end of April is going to be chaotic. Mercury in retrograde started today and ends March the 20th, okay? All of April is going to be wackadoodle. But, so there may be a moment where y'all get on each other's nerves and like, bring me back. Mercury in retrograde, right? The devil, right? You know, a little anxiety-ridden, but I think it pieces out. You know, peace out, not in a, like leaving way, but in a, it all kind of goes, because you end with the best card in the deck of tarot. Oh, look, the King of, the Mirroring King's underneath it. And look, the Six of Swords. So, oh, look, the Two of Wands. I could go on forever. So don't let any miscommunications mess up. See, Mercury retrograde. My stuff's not working. So I'm going to do one for Tanya, and then we're done. Sorry. Listen, I would continue to do it, but now my stuff's starting to mess up. Mercury in retrograde. Did Tanya already leave? Tanya? S Virgo, I'll go ahead and do yours if you want to. I'm going to give you guys like 5 minutes to get in a question, okay? And then we'll be done. Because I haven't seen Tanya in a long time, or S Virgo. So if you want a question, do her now. And then you're welcome. You're welcome, my friend. I think Tanya came in, saw that we were done, and left. I was looking at PayPal. I would prefer you pay via super chat here. Oh, there it is. I got Tanya's. Okay. All right. So that is your reading, my friend. Fortune Castle. Listen, that's when people break up during really bad transits. Don't let any miscommunications make it not work because it looks good. Okay. You're welcome. For Tanya, tell me about my divorce, please. Oh, Lola girl. Is it toxic? The devil. A burden. Finding out things you didn't know. I haven't seen you in a while, girl. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Somebody may be trying to control you. The Hierophant. Good God. Are you going through divorce right now? It doesn't, you don't, when's your divorce date? It's not, please tell me it's after March the 20th. Nightmare. Oh, hallelujah. Hallelujah. God, I was so worried there for a minute. Okay. Yeah, I can tell. He's trying to be controlling. He's trying to be a burden. It's almost like he doesn't want to get divorced, which is weird. You may find out things you didn't know. Pisces. Mercury in retrogrades in Pisces this time. And this makes me feel more like he's trying to control you and or the situation. This makes me almost feel like he doesn't want to get it. Yeah, right now I'm going to the lawyer. Okay. Well, that's kind of good and kind of bad. And let me tell you why. Because we started Mercury retrograde today. As long as you're not signing the papers before March the 20th, you'll be okay. You'll move forward in great fortune and be happy. But he's going to make it a nightmare. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy, girl. He's going to does he not want to get divorced? Because it's like he doesn't want to. Either he just doesn't want to because you don't want his money, or he doesn't want you to have his money, or he just doesn't want to because the Hierophant is here, right? It's almost like he's preaching to you that you shouldn't get married, but he's going doing whatever he wants. Does that sound about right? You ever been with somebody who, and you want to get divorced and like, yeah, God says that you shouldn't get divorced, but he's out doinking other people? That's what this feels like. Yeah. Yes, I'll make sure. Yeah. So talk to your lawyer. They'll know what to do best. File first. I mean, I would think that would be what the lawyer would say. But he is not going to make it easy. He is going to be a burden. You're going to find out even more things. He's going to try to hold on. He's going to say, oh, no, we should shake. He's just going to make the crowning card's a devil. Toxic, chained down, trying to chain you. Bondage, addiction, sexuality, materialism, period. I do believe it'll be just fine. I mean, do it now before we're not allowed to get divorced, yeah. So I think it'll be fine, but you can never do anything within the law or signing contracts during Mercury retrograde. It is a pain in the ass. Everything that could go wrong will possibly go wrong. But move forward in it as long as you don't have to sign on the dotted line. Then I don't know. I think the girlfriend was pushing him. Oh, okay. Until you get some of his money that he's not going to want to. Just saying. That's your reading, Tanya. Oh, Lord have mercy. Thank you, girl. It's so good to see you. We've missed you, Tanya. Send out positive energy to you, okay? You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thanks for coming by again. Virgo, you're next. Thanks so much for taking me. How does D, the Aquarius, truly feel about me? How does D, the Aquarius? Oh, Temperance. 7 of Wands. You're challenging. 5 of Wands. Page of Wands. The Hierophant. What? See? The cards that are continuing to repeat themselves right now are mind-blowing. It's like in something and get some, but then everybody's getting right into where they're supposed to be. The Chariot. Wow. The Page of, Jesus Christ. The Page, 6 of freaking Cups. And the Sun. I think he feels really good for you. We love Temperance. Temperance is, I feel very balanced. I feel give and receive love, or feel like I could with Virgo. I feel balanced around her. Sagittarius, by the way. The 7 of Wands, they feel like you're a challenge, like you're a competition. They don't want to have any competition in regards to you. They don't like the thought of somebody else elbowing in on their territory. And right now is a perfect time for that, y'all. Mercury retrograde is chaotic for a reason. And it's deep in our feelings this time with Pisces, right? Everything happens for a reason. The Page of Wands wants to explore things in the future with you. The Hierophant is wanting to kind of like move forward in commitment and start a love cycle, a creative new beginning. Synchronicity abounds. Reunion. I don't know if you were ever together, but this is like coming back and asking you something, and then happiness. These next 4 weeks in regards to love are going to be something. They're going to be things that happen that we never thought would happen. It reminds me of a few other times in my life when things happened I never in a million years thought would happen. I mean, ever. Okay? That's how this is going to be this time, because it's all about your feelings. Oh, my. Oh, new connection? Okay. Well, returning. He may be a past life soulmate, and that's why he comes. Okay. Feels nice. Yay. People are going to be all up in their feelings, and that includes us. I mean, we're going to be up to here in our feelings. So up to here in our feelings that we could pop. Okay, I'm just saying. All right. So don't just expect that with you. Everybody's going to be feeling like that. If somebody don't come at you now, they're not coming at you. All right. I'm just going to say that. I know. I'm kind of looking forward to it. I think the only people that won't be looking forward to it are the people that can't let go of their ex. So those are the people that are going to be mad at me because they can't let go of their ex, and it's supposed to happen. But the ones that are ready, the ones that are ready for this ascension of 2026, it's going to be something. My problem is I not only feel my own stuff, I feel all of your stuff too. So that's when I get ready to pop. When you see my head about ready to pop, it's because it's the psychic freaking whatever that is like, oh my God, I got to clamp it down, or my head's just going to blow off my shoulders. So I was like that this morning. It's the first day. So, I'm excited for it too, for everybody that's ascended, for everybody that, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know. If you do, you do. And if you don't, you don't. But you begin, my friend, with temperance and end with the sun. It's pretty good as Virgo. Okay. So see what I mean? We get past the conflict of anything that holds us back, and we ascend to a higher level. Is very important to learn our lessons. You don't learn your lessons, you don't pass go. That's it. That's all there is to it. You know what I mean? But that's your reading, my guys, my people friends. Now, don't forget, I will be here Saturday night. The 28th, the last day of this month, falls on Saturday. So we're going to do the last one card pull this Saturday. That is day after tomorrow at 6 o'clock Chicago time. Straight yes or no. 75% of the time, I don't pull my own cards. I don't believe in it. Okay? But if I want to answer, I want a yes or no answer. Okay? So come and join. I'm going to go timestamp everybody's readings. I'm not going to be here for the membership live. I will, most people don't show up on Thursday anyway, but I will post that. I've got to go take care of something. And I'll see you guys on Friday for the weekend What's Up. Okay? And Saturday night. Thank you guys. Thanks to AFM and everybody. As always, here's me wishing you all the happiness and joy you can possibly carry. Stay calm. And I'll see you real soon. Bye. You too. Bye.